What if you could slow down or even reverse aging? Imagine staying energetic, youthful and sharp for decades longer than we thought possible. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it might not be. We're talking about pushing the boundaries of human lifespan, man. We're talking about feeling just as alive and kicking at 80 or 90 as you do now. This isn't some crazy, far-off fantasy. Scientists are making some seriously mind-blowing breakthroughs in the field of longevity. Hey everyone, I'm Joe, and today we're diving into the science of longevity, breaking down what really causes aging, the proven ways to slow it down, and the cutting-edge technologies that could change the future of human life. Before we jump in, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing health and science content. Let's get started. All right, so let's start with the basics. What actually happens when we age? Well, one of the biggest culprits is something called telomere shortening. Imagine your DNA like a shoelace, right? And at the ends of those shoelaces, you've got these little plastic tips called aglets that keep them from fraying. Those aglets, man, those are your telomeres. They're these protective caps on the ends of your DNA strands that prevent them from unraveling and getting damaged. But here's the thing, every time your cells divide, those telomeres get a little bit shorter. It's like every time your cells replicate, those little aglets wear down a bit, and eventually, when they get too short, your cells can't divide anymore. They become what they call senescent, which is basically a fancy way of saying they're like, all right, I'm done here. They stop dividing, they stop functioning properly, and they start releasing all these inflammatory molecules that mess with the cells around them. It's like a domino effect of aging happening at a cellular level. Now, some telomere shortening is totally normal, it's just part of life, but the problem is things like stress, poor diet, lack of exercise and environmental toxins can accelerate this process. They're like sandpaper, man, just grinding away at those telomeres and making them shorten faster. And the shorter your telomeres get, the higher your risk for age-related diseases like heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, the whole 9 yards. But here's the good news. There are things you can do to slow down telomere shortening and even potentially lengthen them. We're talking about things like meditation, exercise, eating a healthy diet, and getting enough sleep. And then there's the really wild stuff, like scientists looking into ways to actually lengthen telomeres using gene therapy and other cutting-edge technologies. It's like, can we actually turn back the clock on aging at a cellular level? It's still early days, but the possibilities are insane, man. So we talked about telomeres and how they get shorter as we age. But what happens to those cells when their telomeres get too short? Well, they go into this state called cellular senescence. And it's kind of like a zombie apocalypse happening inside your body. Think about it like this. You've got all these healthy cells just doing their thing, keeping your body running smoothly. They're like the good citizens of your body, right? But then you've got these senescent cells, these zombie cells, that are basically like, I'm too tired to die. They're not functioning properly anymore. They're not dividing, but they're not going away either. They're just hanging out, taking up space and releasing all these harmful chemicals that damage the healthy cells around them. It's like they're trying to turn all the healthy cells into zombies too, man. And the more of these zombie cells you have in your body, the faster you age and the higher your risk for all sorts of age-related diseases. We're talking about everything from wrinkles and sagging skin to heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, you name it. These senescent cells are bad news, man. They're like the ultimate party poopers of your body. But here's the thing, scientists are now figuring out ways to actually clear out these zombie cells from your body. They're developing drugs called senolytics that specifically target and eliminate senescent cells, kind of like a zombie apocalypse cleanup crew. And the early results are promising, man. In studies, senolytics have been shown to improve age-related conditions in animals, like improving heart function, reducing frailty, and even extending lifespan. Now, we're still a ways off from having senolytics available for humans, but it's a seriously exciting area of research. Imagine being able to just clear out all those zombie cells and let your healthy cells thrive. It's like hitting the reset button on aging, man. All right, so we've talked about telomeres and senescent cells, but there's another major player in the aging game, oxidative stress. You know how metal rusts when it's exposed to oxygen for too long? Well, oxidative stress is kind of like the rusting of your body. See, our cells need oxygen to function, right? But as a byproduct of using oxygen, our cells also produce these unstable molecules called free radicals. Think of free radicals like little rogue molecules bouncing around inside your body, causing all sorts of damage. They can damage your DNA, your cell membranes, your proteins, everything. It's like they're running around with little blowtorches, just wreaking havoc on your cells. Now, your body has ways of fighting off these free radicals. It produces antioxidants, which are like little firefighters that neutralize free radicals and prevent them from doing too much damage. But as we age, our bodies become less efficient at producing antioxidants. And to make matters worse, we're constantly bombarded with things that increase free radical production, like pollution, cigarette smoke, processed foods, stress. The list goes on and on. It's like we're fighting a losing battle against these free radicals, man. And over time, all that damage from oxidative stress starts to add up. It contributes to wrinkles, age spots, heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, you name it. So what can you do about it? Well, first off, you can try to minimize your exposure to things that increase free radical production. Quit smoking, eat a healthy diet, manage your stress levels, all that good stuff. And then you can make sure you're getting plenty of antioxidants in your diet. Things like fruits, vegetables, dark chocolate, green tea. Those are all loaded with antioxidants. But there are also some more hardcore things you can do, like supplementing with things like N-acetylcysteine, NAC, or alpha-lipoic acid, which are powerful antioxidants that can help boost your body's natural defenses. It's like giving your body's firefighting team a serious upgrade, man. Alright, so we've talked about telomeres, senescent cells, and oxidative stress, but there's another major player in the aging game that we need to talk about: mitochondrial decline. Now, mitochondria are like the powerhouses of your cells. They're these little bean-shaped organelles that live inside your cells and produce energy. They take the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe and convert it into ATP, which is like the energy currency of your cells. Everything your body does, from thinking and moving to breathing and digesting food, requires energy from your mitochondria. They're like the little engines that keep your body running. But here's the thing: as we age, our mitochondria start to decline. They become less efficient at producing energy, they accumulate damage, and they're more likely to malfunction. It's like your body's power grid is starting to go haywire, man. And when your mitochondria aren't functioning properly, it affects everything. You have less energy, your metabolism slows down, your muscles weaken, your brain fogs up, and you're more susceptible to disease. It's like your body is running on fumes. So what can you do about it? Well, the good news is that there are things you can do to support mitochondrial health and even boost mitochondrial biogenesis, which is the process of creating new mitochondria. Exercise is huge, man. Exercise is like strength training for your mitochondria. It forces them to work harder, which makes them more efficient and resilient, and it also stimulates the production of new mitochondria. Intermittent fasting is another one that's getting a lot of attention these days. It's like giving your mitochondria a break from constantly having to produce energy, which allows them to repair themselves and become more efficient. And then there are certain supplements that have been shown to support mitochondrial health, like CoQ10, PQQ, and resveratrol. Alright, so far we've talked about some of the key hallmarks of aging: telomere shortening, cellular senescence, oxidative stress, and mitochondrial decline. But what if I told you there's a molecule in your body that plays a role in all of these processes? It's like the master regulator of aging, man. And scientists are now figuring out ways to boost its levels and potentially slow down or even reverse the aging process. This molecule is called NAD+, or nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, if you want to get all scientific about it. Now, NAD+ is essential for life. It's involved in over 500 different enzymatic reactions in your body, including DNA repair, energy production, and cellular communication. It's like the lubricant that keeps your cells running smoothly, but here's the catch. NAD+ levels decline as we age. By the time you're 50, you only have about half the NAD plus you had in your 20s, and this decline in NAD+ is thought to be a major contributor to the aging process. It's like your cells are slowly running out of juice, man. But what if you could recharge those batteries? Well, that's where MMN comes in. NMN stands for nicotinamide mononucleotide, and it's a precursor to NAD+. Think of it like this. NMN is like the raw material your body uses to make NAD+. So by supplementing with NMN, you can increase your NAD+ levels and potentially slow down the aging process. Now, NMN research is still in its early stages, but the results so far are promising. In animal studies, NMN has been shown to improve everything from muscle function and cognitive function to cardiovascular health and lifespan. It's like giving your cells a shot of youthful energy, man. Now, it's important to note that NMN is not a magic bullet. There's no substitute for a healthy lifestyle. But if you're looking for a cutting-edge way to support your longevity, NMN is definitely worth looking into. So, what do you think? Will science unlock the secret to reversing aging? Or will healthy habits always be our best defense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the cellular level to the big picture. We've talked about the things that accelerate aging, the things that slow it down, and the cutting-edge technologies that could change the game entirely. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more groundbreaking health and science content. And hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Stay young, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.